Okay, so how you guys? Today, we're gonna be making a wig. I'm gonna show y'all how I make wigs on a sewing machine. And I have this really neat idea that I'm trying out. So I wanted to bring you guys along with me while I do that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay. And now I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna sit down while I do it. Hopefully y'all can see me. Let me scoot this closer. And let me face her a little downward a little bit more. Okay, how's that? That's better. You guys can see this is all that matters. And this is a 23-inch head, I believe. Yeah, 23. Now, there's a lot of crap in my corner, but don't mind me. Okay, so first, like always, we're gonna take our blockhead. And I got mine off of Amazon. Some little cheap ones, but they do the do. And then we're gonna get this is my little caddy where I keep all my things. These are some wigs, but I keep mainly like my adjustable bands and stuff. That's what this whole bigger thing. Adjustable bands and wig caps. And I just picked mine up from the beauty supply. I know that's like doing a lot, but hey, it is what it is. I have some dome caps and some mesh caps. The mesh cap is like a large, and I don't really feel like measuring. Like, I don't feel like doing a lot of extras today. Well, the dome cap is regular size, so we're just gonna use the dome cap. Yeah. And I have mine blocked off already. And we're just gonna do basic, like really basic, really generic measurements today. Not nothing really too special. Start at the 1. We're gonna bring her down. We're gonna bring her down to a 13 size head. 14 is too big, so it's pretty big. So we're gonna bring her down to a 13 size head. And then we're gonna go to a maybe 4 inches in the back. And this is blocked off at 6. This one is blocked off at from 1 to 6. So we're just gonna take it here to the 1 and then here to the 5. And it'll be 4. That's a little trick in case y'all ain't know that. I don't think you can see for some reason. Y'all cannot see. Okay. That's better. That's better. So like I said, we're gonna come down to the 13, but we're gonna do it at about 1 inch. And then back over here, we're gonna take it to 13, but about at the 5-inch mark. And that's gonna give us 4 inches across from side to side because it's 6 and we took it in on 2. Take this and do it at a 16. So we're gonna put it 1 right here. Oh, actually, if we take away 4, it's gonna be at a 14 circumference hip. And that's, I think I like that a lot. Well, I'm gonna do 14, maybe 15. 15 for that. So I'll put it 1.5 inches back. So 1.5. And then it starts here, so we'll go to 1.5. And then it'll stop it at 15. 1.5 on each side is 3 inches. So 3 inches minus 18 minus 3 inches is 15 inches. And so now take this extra and I'm gonna just pull this down. I'm gonna stretch this down like this to make that pretty much disappear. Just like that. Okay. So, and what we gonna do is we're gonna start from here and we're gonna sew it to the band, but we're only gonna do it on the top layer. We're not gonna really sew through the band. We're just gonna sew basically like through the skin, and we're gonna loop that. And be careful that that doesn't happen like that. And it's very easy and very simple. Sometimes when I get in binding situations or it's like too thick somewhere, I like to double knot it just to make sure that it's secure and it stays put. So yeah. And then going around this thing is like really the hardest. So just make sure it's really tight, because when you pull the pin out, it's gonna like secure. It's still gonna be there. Pin just slide right out, but still make sure that it's like really tight. So you see, it's acting funny and want it to like buckle. The thread wanted to buckle, but you just keep going around like this until you're done. I'm gonna come in here now because I really don't want to be lifting the cap up, although it really don't matter because I'm gonna put a comb and it's gonna stay down. So yeah. And always remember, like when making a wig, like it's okay to make mistakes. Like things happen. Like you're not gonna be perfect. You feel me? Like don't ever let nobody make you feel like it has to be perfect or you have to know every trick and every secret and every hack, because nobody knows it all. Shit, it's just you learning as you go at this point. Is you do what you're comfortable with. And hey, if somebody gives you feedback, they say, oh, I didn't like that, then that's when you know, okay, well maybe I should switch up my technique. Shit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep on going. Just keep on, keep it on. And I like to take this, loop it through. It's already looped through this one because that's just the way that I grab it. It's already looped through this one. It's looped through. And then I take this and twist it. I twist this. And then I put it back through. And then it makes a secure knot. And then I pull it forward and pull it back to hold it. That's how I do when I'm doing sew-ins. It's just like automatic for me. But I'll show you guys again. So I'm gonna loop this through here. And the two strings are up here. I'm gonna loop it through. And now it's already in there. And I'm gonna twist this and put it through the bottom again and loop it. That makes a double knot. Pull it forward and pull it back. That's just how I sew. You're real, I mean, if you do sew-ins, then you know that. One of my old teachers, Miss Kim, taught me that in beauty school. I've been doing it ever since. It's the same as looping it through, and then some people wrap it like that and pull it through. It's just a different technique. It's just my preference of how I choose to do it. Sorry, this doll head is moving so much, y'all. This is finna be a horrible video. Y'all gonna be so mad at me. After I do the wig, because I'm gonna bleach the wig too. We're gonna color this wig too on period. But so here, and we're gonna measure it and we're gonna put it like a little bit of 1/2 inch before, in case people like to wear their wigs really low down, like a little bit more further on their hairline. Like if they wanted it to come here, it wouldn't be a problem. It's already right there. Now the hardest thing in the world is getting this closure right on this damn wig head stand. So at the front, you don't really want to stretch it too much, but when it comes to the back, That's why you want to pull to its full capacity. And we know that it's a 4x4. So if I put it just like 1/2 inch in front of my measurement, that means we want to put it, stretching it to full capacity would be stretching it to a 4.5 to make it flat. Because we put it a 1/2 inch in front. So we want it at least on the half mark. So we want to pull it to 3.5, or a centimeter. But the pins, you want to make sure the pins are in right because they will go through the lace. And then you'll be able to get your lace will pull back, and you don't want it to be pulled back forward. So you want to put it right before the 4, basically like a centimeter before the 4, because we pulled it a centimeter down too far, if that makes sense. But sometimes the hair goes through the pin, so what I learned is to put the pin in at a diagonal, and that saves it too. Stretch it down, put that pin in at a diagonal, you won't have that problem. Stretch that there, put that pin in at a diagonal. Now all the pins are in and it's stretched to full capacity. The pins are in and it is stretched to full capacity. Looks flat, flat. No problems. Now we're just gonna pin this up how I normally would. Wrap that around. And pin that down. And now when I draw my lines, I like to use a chalk. Just make sure that it's secure. Secure it out of the way. I like to use this chalk. I get this at Walmart in the arts and crafts section, like where all the color pencils and stuff are at, for like the fabric pencils and pens and markers and stuff. I got it over there. It was locked up in a shelf, so maybe it might be locked up at your store, but this is what it's called. And this is what I like to do. First, before anything, we're gonna mark off the outline of our closure. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's funny because it's like wet chalk, but I like it because I can really see the lines. With the other metallic marker, I couldn't find a metallic marker for one. Going to Walmart trying to find one, they did not have any. Like somebody ran through them at my Walmart. Or the Sharpies would dry out. Crayon, it would get dull. I don't have a crayon sharpener. Like I don't have a regular sharpener. It was just doing a lot. Doing a whole lot of doing nothing. And now we're gonna take our measuring tape. Have this regular one. And I have this one that goes like this. But we're gonna use this one. I know y'all guys can't see my face, so I probably just look like I'm just a freaking crazy lady or something. So we're gonna put this here. We're gonna measure it, but I like to start at the 1. So I know that it stops at the 10. My last one is a 10. Shiny is a 10. A 10. First track was gonna go right there, but my last track really not even gonna go all the way right there, but it might. We'll get to that in another story, in another session, and bring this one all the way down to the 10. And so my theory is And I'm gonna actually put one on the 6 because it be buckling right there. But so, y'all come on back with me. Back over here. And so my theory is, because I had a client come in and she got her wig from someone, and no hating or anything, but her biggest complaint was that there were too many spaces. And I noticed that as wig makers, we like to double our tracks and use 1-inch spaces. And so for me, I never even really liked doing the 1-inch spaces. So what I think I want to do is do every 1/2 inch and inch spaces. And inch spaces. So 1/2 inch and inch spaces. And I will single my tracks, and I'm still going to use 3 bundles. But I just want it to be full, because if you look at a factory made wigs, theirs are pretty close together. They don't have really big gaps and really big spacing. And so I thought, okay, if I keep that same energy, my clients they would prefer that. They would like that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the lines. I can see the lines, and I can see them on camera, but hopefully you guys can see them. So 1/2 inch, inch, every 1/2 an inch, basically, I'm gonna mark it. And we're gonna see if this stretches out the cap after we make it. This is just like a trial and error. That was the 5. This is the 4.5. This is the 4. I'm going upward, and I don't really want to go up. So this is the 3.5. This is the 3. This is the 2.5. This is the 2. That's 1.5. And then there's 1 up there. And this side might look a little bit more jankier, but we'll figure it out. So we're gonna try it like that. We're gonna try to do all these lines and sew and stitch all these lines. And I don't mind taking a lot of time, because it is quality over quantity over here. Bundles from my collection, of course, Lush Hair Boutique, LLC. All available on the website, lushhairboutique.online. The link will be in the description below. These are my bundles. This is the 26-inch. Lovely, lovely. This is straight, but they also turn to wave. It has a wave to it when you wet it, like any hair should. But I'm gonna just take this little clip tag thing off. And we're gonna single these tracks. I'm gonna try to use a 26. I 24 and 22. If I can get all them tracks up in there. I think this is going to be amazing. Like, I'm really trying to do single these webs. Because I'll be tired of, you can see gaps and stuff too. Like, I don't nobody want to do that. Because when I have a sew-in, I don't want to have no gaps. That's what my client said too. And it just made so much sense. So we're just going to throw that over our shoulder. Separate that. Lay that down up in there. Our needle is threaded. I'm going to see how this goes. We're going to line it up. And it may misfunction because we have malfunction. It may malfunction because we did sew it with nylon thread, and nylon thread is pretty thick. So, but yeah, and I'm gonna just go. This is a new sewing machine, by the way. Forgive me if I'm looking like I don't even really know how to use it. For the most part, the shit's easy. Just keep that straight and flat. Back a couple of times. You are in the game. Pretty much. Okay, and our first stitch is done. And our first stitch looks great. Looks amazingly great. I cut some right there, but that's okay. Players mess up. Players make mistakes. Do not be hard on yourself when you are trying new things, when you are learning. And don't be hard on your stylist, whoever make your wig, because you can't even see that little bit of hair right there, so don't even be tripping. Don't even be tripping. I know how y'all be. Okay? Okay? People, the lady that be doing your weed be pocketing your whole bundle. No. Y'all don't even know this. No, I'm just fucking with you. Ooh, please let me stop. Let me stop. But we're gonna do it all over again. Like that, like so. Like so, like that. And we're not gonna stretch the cap. We're just gonna make sure that it is flat. That is the most important thing, is making sure that cap is flat. And that needle is threaded. Now, when I tell you I hate this sewing machine, I am not lying to you. Because my Singer's sewing machine, my brother's sewing machine, did not require all this goddamn science. This motherfucker. And it threads itself. It threads itself, but I don't like that. I'ma thread it myself because that's doing too much. That's more work than me just threading the damn thing. And I'm using regular cotton thread because nylon thread is too thick. And I haven't found a thread that I really like besides this one. But I am on the lookout. Okay, so thread it. We're going to move that, and we're going to take it. And the sewing machine moves itself. I'm not moving it. I'm not pushing it. I'm not pushing it. It glides. It has little ridges at the bottom, and it glides itself. You don't have to push it through. When you push it through, you make it move faster than it wants to. And so that's why you have bubbles, because you're pushing it through. You don't push it through. You let it glide. You just flatten it out. Now, it may look like I'm pushing it, but I'm not pushing it. I am not. I will not. Okay, let me not cut the hair. Got it right that time. Got it right. And that's number 2. I'm making it do what it do. And we're just gonna keep going like this. mousse, any kind of mousse. And this is my favorite stuff in the world.